Right.
Yeah, you just signed a permission slip for spitting your food with that.
All right, let me go double check something. We had a stupid Streamlabs error Wednesday night, so.
Does anybody
my
watch
power's
this?
been out for a couple days, and the internet won't be back on for like, I don't know how long.
Oh.
Yeah, we're trying to get through the automatic system, but it won't let you do it without like, it's making you say, yes, I turned this on and off, and I did that, but like the cable got ripped out of the house by a tree. So we're trying. When I left, I went on internet, and I was just hearing my husband trying to skip it somehow because it's like just a huge waste of time to say, go through troubleshooting or say no, it didn't work or blah blah blah. But yeah, it physically got ripped out of the house. So did the ground wire. It sucks. So.
Wow.
We came back on at about 10 today, and then yeah, did all right though.
Did the tree hit the house or anything, or just kind of upend everything that was connecting you?
It's our neighbor has a tree that's getting like enveloped by ivy vines, and I think the tree's dead now because chunks keep falling off it, and a particularly big chunk went right on top of the wires that go to our house.
Wow.
So yeah, kind of sucky. I can't wait for the whole thing to be fallen over so this never happens again, because this is like the second time some big piece of that tree dislodged the wires from our home. We lost a couple power strips. Yeah, I woke up and they were like, one was like smoking and like all the lights were strobing because the ground was torn out. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Could have started a fire or something, but I have exercise pedals that let you charge electronics. So I still got to play some Nintendo and stuff. It was kind of cool. That thing's loud though. I didn't realize it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that stupid error from Wednesday night was, but it doesn't seem to be doing it again. Streamlabs apparently locked up, and of course I didn't know that because I don't run a window showing my own stream. And the video locked up, but it recorded all the audio. So Wednesday night's game is audio only, with a nice picture of my desktop background. So, Brian said that he is just getting back. He just got back from vacation, hasn't had a chance to look at his computer yet. And so he is going to throw in the towel and flatline it and reinstall Windows, basically. And he's going to make a new character. It'll be like Weeben's brother, Theben. And he will be back next week. Billy is sick, presumably with the Rona, and he's going to go get tested. So, but he can't get a test until 1:30 or after 1:30, so that's why he's missing today. And CL has to work, so it is just you guys. And if I remember correctly, you guys had just made it to Goldenfields, which is good. That this is where you're at for lacking characters.
I don't know if you heard me, but I almost didn't make it too because my power went out and the cable. Yeah, the tree landed on the power line and yanked it out of my house, and the Comcast cable's out too.
Oh!
But I went to my mom's house and I'm using her internet so you can play. I'm glad I made it. I had no idea so many other people would be missing.
Go to your neighbor's house. Can I borrow a cup of internet?
I have to play D&D today.
It's been 3 freaking weeks. I'm going nuts. I need something to do.
Oh, no shit. It's been 3 weeks that you've been without? Oh,
No,
man.
It's been 3 weeks since I played D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will be picking up where we left off 3 weeks ago. Before we get started, I'd like to thank the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. It should be noted that these are not sponsorships or or partnerships of any kind. These are just products that we really like. If you're watching on Twitch, you should see some tiles if you scroll down. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image and they should pop up. The first on our list today is Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden products for your tabletop RPGs, such as wooden DM screens. They have dice vaults, player vaults, which is really cool. The player vaults have a magnetically latched plexiglass screen over a dice vault with a small rolling tray and a slot for a dry erase pen. And then the plexiglass can be etched with any type of character sheet that you would like so that you can take notes or keep track of temporary hit points, spell slots, things like that. And they are completely customizable. They have many other products. I urge you to check out their site. And they are going to be giving me some coupon codes, or at least they promised me they would. I am going to be contacting them this week, and then I will have some coupon codes to give out probably starting next week, I'm assuming. It depends on how fast they get back to me. So yeah, check out Dogmight Games. Next on the list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful tabletop leather products, such as covers for your core rulebooks. She has a full line of dice bracelets that are leather bracelets with cutouts of the dice on them that can be colored in various patterns or metallics. She has a rolling mat that when it's rolled up, it looks like a leather spell scroll. And all of these items can be customized. She does it all by hand. She is an amazingly talented artist. If you are going to order from her, you might want to give yourself a little bit of extra time. She's in the UK, so it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond. And last on our list is Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, butters, balms, and co-wash. They have a full line of eco-friendly deodorants and spray-on colognes. And they have a new line for the ladies, which is a body lotion. Each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Today I am wearing Gingerbread Man, which is left over from their holiday collection, so I smell like gingerbread cookies. The new scent for the ladies' body lotion is the Enchantress, which smells like a peach cream. I wouldn't know, but the reviews say it smells quite nice. If you're a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one get one free option. That being that you should go to fablebeardco.com, create an account, and if you use the code FIRST and put in 2 beard oils, your second beard oil will be discounted to free. If you're a fan of our Wednesday Night Traveler game, check out our Traveler webpage via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of the Traveler News Service news articles, and it doesn't just detail exactly what the players are doing, but tries to also encompass things that are going on politically in the region as well, or newsworthy items in the region. And of course, as the campaign progresses, the players and their actions are going to feature more prominently in how the different news articles are reflected. So if you enjoy the content, please give us a thumbs up and give that page a like. So where we left off, you had hitched a ride with, what was his name? Zephyros? Yeah, Zephyros. And Zephyros conveyed the party on his flying wizard's tower over to Goldenfields. And along the way, you met some dwarves that were riding on a silver dragon, and you killed a whole bunch of elemental air cultists from the Cult of the Howling Hatred, who in past lives your previous characters got into some pretty wicked battles with the Howling Hatred. So these guys were throwbacks to a bygone era. Actually, in reality, all of that stuff is happening around the same time as this. So your old characters right now are going all across the area. But in the current period, you are now plopped down in front of Goldenfields. Of course, Zephyros didn't want to, just bring the tower and drop you right in the middle of Goldenfields. That might cause a small coronary. And so he dropped you off a little ways outside of town, and you went through the main gate. Goldenfields' main gatehouse, which is G1 and G2 down here. The gatehouse is huge, and on either side of the gatehouse are carved statues of a plump woman that looks like she might be halfling, she might be just a plump human woman, you're not sure. These are depictions of Shantia. The sculptures are this woman holding a cornucopia of food. And beyond the gates of Goldenfields, there are rich, you walk in and it's just rich farmland in like a 20-mile radius of those gates. It's completely different from what it looks like outside. Outside the gate is normal, either wildlands or plains, but you get in here and it is just cultivated farmland. And the wall around Goldenfields is 60 feet high in the front, 40 feet high on the back. So it is a crenellated wall that there are guard posts, G2 on the map. These are guard watchtowers. And each tower has a bell that they can ring. But as you can see, each square is 20 feet. So this place is pretty big. But you are basically told as you come in that to go to the main town and to seek out the North Furrow's End is the town of Goldenfields. That's their inn. And it is run by Miros Zelbrin, who you were told he's basically the reason that you've come to Goldenfields, is to let him know that his parents were killed in the giant attack on Nightstone, and to possibly return the family pet, which is the Tressum that Smokey currently has traveling with him, or with her. So you make it to the center here at the town of Goldenfields. The buildings that house most of the residents of Goldenfields are arranged in concentric half rings around the central square where locals can socialize and gather for picnics after midday prayers. Orderly rows of wooden longhouses, each one large enough to house 100 people, face inward toward the central plaza with the Abbey of Shantia off to the southeast. So, where is the Abbey? The Abbey is... It doesn't want to tell. Oh, here we go. Harvest Home Abbey is actually G7, so it's right here. And so there's this large abbey that overlooks the town. The largest and most elaborate building in Goldenfields is the Abbey Harvest Home, a centuries-old stone edifice whose outer walls have statues of Shantia at every corner, her hands raised to the sky as though casting a spell to summon rain. Well-tended hedges surround the foundation, and a sun-shaped window of stained glass is set above the entrance and steps that lead up to it. Narrow windows of stained glass decorated with images of wheat, fruit, and vegetables light the pillared arcades within. So, where are you going to go first? So, I suppose I should tell you a couple of other locations here. So, G5 are livestock pens or livestock fields. G13, I believe, is wheat. Yeah, G13 is wheat fields. 14 is herb gardens. 15 is an orange orchard. 16 is an apple orchard. 17 is a cornfield. 18 is a barley field. 19 is a hops field. 20 is a pumpkin patch. 10 is a freshwater spring. 11 is rice paddies. You get the idea. This is all farmland. But 7 is the Harvest Home Abbey. 8 is North Furrow's End. 9 is the Golden Gulp Brewery. So yeah, you've got some options. You're in town. What would you like to do first?
Let's get some beer.
You want to go to North Furrow's End, the town inn?
Oh, I thought the brewery would be where the beer is.
Well, the brewery, so the brewery is a stately 2-story manse where a beer called Golden Gulp is made using the finest local barley and hops. They don't allow visitors, but they sell their product through the North Furrow's End inn and tavern. And if you wanted to buy barrels of the ale, you can, and those orders are taken at North Furrow's End.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. Maybe the Abbey?
Okay. So, down here. I don't remember if I have a specific map for the Abbey. I have rough battle maps for the Abbey, but that's it. So it doesn't really matter. Here. Sorry, I'm trying to find a piece of information here. So you come into the Abbey, and as you enter, there is a small gong that a monk rings as you enter and bows and welcomes you to Harvest Home Abbey. And coming out, the center of the Abbey is actually open, and there's a small garden in the middle of the Abbey. And coming out of the garden, stepping towards you, you see a monk, and she introduces herself as Liang Zi, and she bows to you, and stepping out of coming down the stairs and stepping out of one of the archways from the inner walls of the Abbey, comes out a man dressed in a forest green robe with gold embroidery, and he steps forward and he says, "Oh, welcome to Harvest Home Abbey. I am the abbot of Goldenfields, Alarden Durovic." And he bows to you and he says, "Shantia be praised. What brings you to Harvest Home?"
We had nothing better to do.
Wait, don't, I thought we bear tidings, we are carrying a message for someone.
Yeah, the Miros Zelbren at North Furrow's End Inn is who you bear a message for. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, and I took observant feat.
Okay.
So my passive perception is 20.
Nice.
Just putting it out there.
Okay.
My current perception is only 12.
So
I'm much better passive, apparently.
you
Ignoring 12, pick up on things easier.
Yeah.
you
Just ignore it, and then it'll pop into my head.
so your 12s. You see some rustling in the bushes in this central garden that they have in the abbey, and gripping its back feet and rolling out of this bush is a fat old black bear, and it rolls down and comes over and kind of nudges at the abbot, and the abbot reaches down and pets this black bear like it's a pet dog, and he kind of claps his hands and he goes, "Tilby!" And out of one of the side passages, this second black bear comes out, and he says, "Oh, don't be afraid. These are our black bears. This is the one next to him." He pats on the head and says, "This is Darlow, and that over there is Tilby." And he says, "If any of you are members of the Emerald Enclave, you are welcome to stay at the Abbey. Otherwise, I must direct you to North Furrow's End for lodging." He says, "But please return. We offer prayer services at 9 bells in the morning, high sun, and 3 bells in the afternoon, and 6 bells in the evening. It's not required for people to attend Mass, but we believe that it helps keep our farmlands fertile." Anybody have anything else for this guy?
What's the order do?
So Goldenfields is pretty much all of Goldenfields is run by the Abbey of Shantia, and Goldenfields is more or less known as the breadbasket of the North. This farmland feeds people in Waterdeep, Daggerford, probably as far north at least as Neverwinter, and of course most of the towns and whatnot that aren't producing their own farm food get at least some of their product or their foodstuffs from Goldenfield. So this is essentially just really big food crops for the entire Sword Coast and Desserin Valley.
And do we send the message over?
So the message, you don't have a message for the priests. You have a message for Miros Zelbrin, who runs North Furrow's End Inn.
Oh, okay. So that's where we should head.
So what's the Emerald Order then?
So the Emerald Enclave is a faction of druids and rangers, mostly, that basically seek a balance with nature and civilization, and basically tend to the wild places. And the Emerald Enclave is big on tending Goldenfields, making sure that the land is not over-farmed, things like that.
Got it. Hippies. Noted.
Hippies.
I will change into a brown bear and start playing with the bears.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they like you a lot more now that you're a brown bear. So you guys make your way to North Furrow's End. Standing north of the town is a 3-story stone edifice with arched windows that offer a view of the surrounding gardens. Thin plumes of smoke issue from its many chimneys on rainy days and cold nights. Life-size statues of rearing horses flank the double doors that lead to the common room. Above these doors hangs a wooden sign that proclaims the name of this grand establishment, North Furrow's End, in fancy lettering. West of the main building is a stable house that can hold and feed up to 50 horses. As you enter, standing behind the bar is the proprietor of the inn, an elder member of the Fellowship of Innkeepers Guild of Waterdeep, which is, because there's a plaque hanging on the wall as you walk in, proudly proclaiming this. And there's this man, the innkeeper is covered, he looks almost like a Wookiee. He's covered head to toe in long fur. I mean, his beard goes all the way to his forehead and like down his neck. His arms are shaggy. And
that's good because we'll stand out less because we are the most not normal looking party.
That's true.
So it's good to walk into the inn and it's run by a weirdo because then we won't have as many problems.
Yeah, right? You're like, oh, this town is so inclusive. He waves to you and he says, welcome to North Frozen. My name is Miros Zelbrin. Should I get a meal starter for you? Would you like to register for rooms for the night?
We have a message for you.
Oh? Who from?
Here it is.
Isn't it someone dead? We have a message from your relatives. Oh yeah? Here it is.
Flitting up to Smokey's shoulder, the Tressum kind of gets up on Smokey's shoulder and he says, little shit on a shingle. Let's see here. Sorry, there we go. Relix. He looks at the Tressum and he goes, what? That looks just like Relix, my parents' cat. And he opens the note and he goes, oh, my parents are dead. And he reaches over and he pets Relix and he gets very quiet and kind of goes over to a stool behind the bar and sits down for a moment, just kind of holding the note dejectedly.
We did this. We did this. I remember because I was like, they got crushed by a boulder.
Yeah. He didn't want the cat back. He was never good friends with the cat.
Right, yeah, he says I was never particularly close to Relix. Relix seems to be fond of you. If you would mind taking care of him.
I'll take Relic. This is great.
You see, hold on here. Appendix D. You see over in the corner is a fairly pretty dark-skinned woman wearing, they're not monocles, but they're the glasses that just sit on the tip of your nose. And she's reading a book. She's dressed in purple and red gown. She stands out. She doesn't look like one of the locals. She's dressed far too fine for that. And she's sitting there reading a book. And by the fireplace, you see a halfling who is playing his lute and singing tales to a small crowd of locals that are sitting around the fire listening to him. And you can tell that he's basically singing for his room and board. And the locals keep plying him with drinks, and he's quite inebriated.
So the NPCs that we got, do we know them already? Or?
No, not yet. You're just getting to know them. So
I can't walk over and be like, Orin, oh my god.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't know him. But like, for instance, like at the Abbey, you just met Z Liang, which I believe is Scaly's NPC.
Got it.
Miros Zelbrin is somebody's NPC. I don't remember who got Miros, but yeah.
So
And
I'm gonna need Orin and his 9 hit points to sober up real quick. Otherwise, he's not gonna make it.
yeah, Orin. Yeah, he only has 9 hit points. Yeah, he's drinking, and you know, as he sees that, he looks up and he sees that Miros is suddenly sad, and he goes, "Oh, I think we need to play something a little bit more lively." And he starts into a small, jaunty sea shanty that has most of the crowd clapping and dancing about. And Miros stands up from behind the bar, and he goes, "Well, thank you for bringing me this note and for agreeing to take care of Rilix. Food and lodging are on the house."
Mm-hmm.
So he gives you guys a room key. There are 2 beds to a room, and he gives 3 keys to you guys, and he says, "Oh, hold up! I must go. I must go tend the tables." And he goes over to the dark-skinned woman and brings her another pitcher of wine, and she looks up and she says, "Hello, are you new to town? My name is Naseen Drothkala, at your service."
I use my telepathy to tell her I'm a bear.
I'm a big furry tractor.
Known as Captain Obvious. I'm a bear. Known as Captain Obvious.
Miros laughs and he says, "Yes. You see, Waterdeep believes Goldenfields and their crops are very important to the city's survival. So they send a member of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors here to oversee operations. And Naseen is the current member of that order." And she says, "Yes, the Order of Magus and Protectors bid that I spend a year here to make sure that things run smoothly and that Goldenfields is protected."
So we don't run out of sandwiches, right?
Well, naturally, we wouldn't want to run out of sandwiches. Coming into the bar is a dark-skinned young man with wearing a leather, like a knee-length leather jacket that's lined with sheepskin or with wool fleece, and he's got a quarterstaff in one hand, and he's kind of leaning on it. Looks like he's been working hard throughout the day, and he comes in and bellows practically from the door to Miros. "Miros, I need a gallon of ale." And Miros says, "Oh, yeah, I'll get to you in just a minute, Shelvis." And this young man goes over and kind of sits down. He seems a little bit quiet. He seems like he's had a rough day.
I'll start rubbing his shoulders to make him feel comfortable. Just kidding, I won't do that. That'd be crazy. All right. Quick one image though.
Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back.
I think the thing that I have is a plant.
Yep. Like a plant person.
I didn't look at the character sheet at all until this conversation began.
Your plant person has 59 hit points.
Sweet.
You got a tank.
I just gotta keep them from being lit on fire and then.
True. Yes.
Mission complete.
I still have to look up my bug stick that I got for Christmas. I can't. It's a dumbest thing. It's like a belt of tentacles, but slightly less cool. I'm going through the chat to see if I can find a description of it.
I got a ring of protection, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and it's like somebody got walking on water. I think
I have a ring
Skinny
of
got
water
walking on
walking.
water.
Yep.
And Clitoris got something for healing.
Yeah, wand of greater healing or something.
Yeah, and the cleric got bugs.
Yeah, I remember when I was creating just Belt of Tentacles, I went to Google and I Googled Belt of Tentacles, and I cannot emphasize enough to not do that. Even I was briefly traumatized by the things that I saw. Evidently, according to Google, a belt of tentacles is just a piece of rope with a bunch of used condoms hanging off of it. which is kind of funny, but
Saturday night.
As you sit down and you're having your meals, you can see out the window that there is a what at first appears to be a treant, but then you realize it's not really a treant. It seems to be a awakened tree with kind of shored limbs. It more of like a really tall stump, to be honest. And it is walking around the fields, and this seems to be a completely normal situation. Nobody seems to think that this is weird at all. And this tree is just going about trying to kind of tending to things. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's all of them. Okay. So towards the end of the night, you're getting ready to head up to your rooms, and you see Oren, the drunk halfling. He kind of puts his loot over his shoulder. He gets a small keg of Golden Gulp ale, and in his left hand he has a notebook with a whole bunch of different. You can tell that there are poems and lyrics written on them, and he starts to head out the door. And Miros calls out, "Oh, are you gonna go sleep in the fields again?" And Oren says, "I might. I need to go out and spend some time by myself so that I can do my writing." And he heads out the door, and you see him head out towards the south, towards G13, out into the wheat fields. And Miros kind of laughs, and he looks, he goes, "He does that every night. He ends up going out, getting so drunk that he passes out and sleeps in the fields. Says that's the only way that he can write lyrics and poetry." In all, what you're basically determining is that Goldenfields is quite the nice area. If you were retired adventurers, this would be possibly the dream, that this is a nice little farming community. Everything seems to be taken care of, well tended. No real crime, so to speak. It seems to be a fairly nice place. And you learn that Miros actually, he is nicknamed the Yeti because he's covered in fur. tells you that he used to be a a member of a traveling circus, and that he's retired now, and that he found that most places, due to his unique attributes, most places seem to shun him, and even some places large and metropolitan as Waterdeep. And so he found his way here to Goldenfields and has been living a happy life ever since. Everybody here seems to be very happy. So you make it up to your rooms. If I don't think you guys ended at a point where you needed a long rest, but you get another one just in case. I am going to go ahead and give you a level right now. Go ahead and take level 5.
Okay.
Can we find out if that circus is hiring?
Miros chuckles and tells you, he says, "Oh, the circus is always hiring. I'm not sure where they're currently at, but I wouldn't think that they'd be too difficult to track down." He tells you that the name of the circus is the Witchlight Carnival. He says, "I saw many things with that circus. Fond memories, very fond memories."
Okay, let's see. What happens when you get to be level 5 ranger? Maybe I should take a feat.
Well, you would have had the chance to take a feat at level 4.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I didn't take a feat. I took ability for improvement, but I get an extra attack at level 5. So that's good. Oh, my proficiency bonus goes up. That's cool.
I like how Carrie and Jeff are sitting there acting like they're bored. They're like, "Oh, well, we have D&D Beyond. We just clicked a couple buttons. We're leveled up."
Unfortunately, as a spellcaster, I gotta decide what I want to do for the next 2 months with spells.
That's true, right? Yeah. Well, you're a druid?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you can change your spells after every 8-hour rest.
Yeah, just determining how with my character goals and idiosyncrasies, I'm not just gonna bounce around. I have things I plan.
Yeah, I mean that the ability for religious divine magic classes to change after every rest, I always found that to be daunting. So I would always come up with like a master list of my go-to, you know. But after an 8-hour rest, if something needs to be swapped out, that's a nice feature for divine casters. You can swap a spell and say, "Oh, well, instead of, this cure wounds, I could probably be better off if I put in call lightning or something like that, you know." Let me know when you are all leveled up. I was going to wait until after, at the end of the session to level you guys up, but with only 3 of you, I think it would be wise. Somehow I screwed up. You should have been level 5 already, but with 6 of you, it wasn't so much of an issue. But with 3 of you, it's kind of important.
I gotta pick 1 second level spell to learn. That's all I'm doing right now, so.
No problem.
So we have somebody that. Okay.
Hey, Jeff, at some point, can you learn me how to add my staff on D&D Beyond so I can use it for its spells and stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Because I see like add inventory custom, but it just has a description. I don't know how to make it work.
Is that a known item, Chris, or is it a homebrew item, Chris?
The staff.
The staff of bugs.
Staff of bugs. Was that a Christmas gift that I gave you?
Yes.
So it would be a homebrew item.
But like my ring of water walking already existed, so I didn't have to do any homebrew stuff.
Let me double check. Staff of bugs.
Wait, staff of swarming insects.
Is it staff of swarming insects?
Well, that's just that staff of swarming insects is on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's not homebrew. It's probably out of the DMG.
So in inventory, you should be able to manage and then search magic stuff and find it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's out of the DMG. Rare staff, requires attunement by bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. 10 charges, regain 1d6 plus 4, expended daily at dawn. Yep, that's it.
The stats are a little bit different than what you put in the comments, but that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Then be sure you mark attuned to it so that the full abilities are marked in your spell options and stuff.
Got it.
So before I move us over to this battle map, I want to preface this with an apology for how these maps look. I was looking for Goldenfields battle maps, and I'm not joking. These were the best of the options. So I'm apologizing ahead of time. They kind of look like something that a kindergartner would make, but they work.
Okay, I think I'm up to date.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let me put some tokens down here. Okay. Still a bear.
Not after the long rest, but I was wandering town as a bear.
Yes. So,
Sorry.
your bear has language proficiency? That's a smart bear. You're going to join the circus.
Like Winnie the Pooh. Went public domain. So it's all good.
Yeah, did you see the new commercial for Mint Mobile that Ryan Reynolds did since Winnie the Pooh? It's pretty funny. At the end, he's like, so that's the story, and I'm going to probably stick to it unless my understanding of copyright law is completely incorrect, in which case I'm probably going to be getting a call from Disney. Honestly, I can't believe that they let that lapse. I mean, that, like, who shit the bed on that one? You know?
Right. Well, it's a talking yellow bear. As soon as you put a red T-shirt on it, it is copyrighted.
Right. Well, and I didn't know that Winnie the Pooh was one of the financially, it is one of the biggest properties in all of entertainment. I had no idea that it was worth that much. Like, literally, like, in the billions of dollars. I was shocked. I was like, who would have known, you know? It's almost getting to the point that Winnie the Pooh seems like a product of a bygone era, but evidently not. So, on this crude crayon drawing map, actually it looks like something from an episode of Beavis and Butthead, to be honest. So, you guys are up here. This being, I chose this longhouse as the inn. There wasn't any one particularly shown to be. As you're sleeping, you're upstairs in your rooms. A mighty yell shatters the night's silence. You open your window to look out, and you hear, "We're under attack!" The voice calls out, "To arms! To arms! Gather your wits and weapons!" You are gathering your wits and weapons. You stumble outside the inn. A low mist blankets the quiet gardens to the north and slinks between the rows of darkened longhouses to the south. A small figure stumbles around the corner of the nearest longhouse, loses his balance, and falls. You've never seen such a clumsy and disheveled halfling. This, of course, is Orin, and he is yelling, "We're under attack! They're coming from the south!" And you guys look down. Hold on here. I think I can get this in one pass. That's what you see.
Ah.
Goblins and ogres and bugbears. Oh my!
Apparently, walls don't work in this town.
Apparently not, and you're going to find out why. Well, as you noted coming in, there is some distance between those watch houses. And so, even though there are watch houses, and if a small enough force were to stealth up to the wall, they could theoretically make their way over the wall and nobody would know. Which seems like a security risk that probably should be looked into.
Yeah.
And that will be an opportunity as well. Yep. Go ahead and roll your initiative while I get these guys set up here.
The bad guys are shown on the turn order for me.
Oh, sorry. I haven't added you guys yet.
Oh, okay.
I see Zinquinol is added. There you go. Ugh. So pretty much the goblins are going to die.
They're used to it.
God damn. That's not better. And ogres. Now, this is bullshit, but I guess we'll go with it. DM's got crappy rolls today. Okay. So yeah, you see this essentially looks like a small army coming up from the south. Scaly, what would you like to do?
I will shoot.
Well, before you get started, so I know Scaly's NPC hasn't come into play yet. Zinquinel, do you control Orin?
Yeah, that dummy's like right there.
Right. And Smokey, who is your NPC?
The tree.
Okay, so yours hasn't come into play yet. So it will, don't worry. Okay. And we'll keep the other NPCs in the buildings and out of harm's way for now, because it wouldn't be fair to kill them off without their controllers being here. So, Scaly, what would you like to do?
The closest Gobbo is within my 60-foot frostbite range, so I will shoot said Gobbo.
Okay.
That one.
Yep. Go for it.
Con save DC 15.
Okay. Well, no, he's not going to do that with a 3.
Okay, and he takes 6 points of cold.
Oof.
And has disadvantage on his next weapon attack before the end of his next turn.
Okay.
And then I hop on my broom and climb up 20 feet.
Okay. All right. You are flying on a broom. I guess we can give you the wings to show you're flying.
And as such, my ring of water walking will not come into play in this combat.
Right. And unless you crash, neither will the ring of mud breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like those dice. I'm switching. Okay. Smokey, what would you like to do? Don't forget, you can have Rilix give you the help action as well.
Okay. I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna use my cool new spell. Which is cordon of arrows.
Ooh.
So I'm burying 4 arrows in the ground around me, and if anybody gets close that's an enemy, then it's gonna fly up and hit him in the face for 1d6 piercing.
Okay. So,
That's cool.
I need to draw a circle though.
oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. Is that like an area of effect?
Yeah, let me see here. Comes within 30 feet of the ammunition,
Okay.
so I guess it'll be within 30 feet of me. That's kind of close. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So does that then make 4 attacks? Is that how that works?
I guess it would. I was kind of
1 arrow per. So you could get. You can pick anybody in this area, any 4 of them, to take 1 arrow each. Okay, well then these 2 guys would take an arrow. Or these 3 guys. Yeah, that works.
It's actually bigger than that. Sorry.
Jeez, well, I had no idea it was so huge. I'm gonna move back a little bit because I more wanted it like when they run up, they get smacked, kind of thing.
Kind of a protection spell.
Yeah. There, I'm gonna say is.
Okay, so you cast that. Anything with a bonus action. You could, as a bonus action, you could put Hunter's Mark on somebody. That's always a good idea.
I'll put Hunter's Mark on this guy
Okay.
because he's big.
All right. For Hunter's Mark. That's a good one. Okay. Did you want Rilix to do anything? Your Tressa.
It should go bury their poop. No.
Man, if I had $1 for every time I told my cats to do that.
They should fly up on one of the buildings to keep themselves protected for right now.
Okay. So Rilix will be up here, and we'll give Rilix the.
Yeah, I should have learned Bark Skin so I could cast it on Relix probably. That might have helped.
Oh my god. If I can roll 20. There we go.
I'll look into spells to make Relix not die because they have 1 hit point.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody smacks the flying cat, that's probably the end of the cat. All right. Zinquinel, what would you like to do?
Alright. I'm gonna tell Orin to hide.
Okay.
So, can you move him like back here somewhere?
Like back here?
Like, hold on, I can't.
You can have him run inside the inn.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Back, either inside or out of the way, because I don't want to worry
I'm
about
going
it.
to go hide at an AA meeting.
Nobody will find him there. Everybody's anonymous.
Alright. Then.
Did you want him to actually hide? Because you can roll.
Stealth for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to hide.
Okay.
Because.
You can go ahead and roll stealth for him.
Alright. Which is Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have his stats right in front of me, but if he's got the stealth skill, it should be listed on the stat block.
It just says nimbleness, lucky, role playing. He's strong heart, so he's not.
Oh, he's not of the roguish persuasion.
No, he's of the bardy persuasion.
Right.
So,
let's see.
I think it's just.
Yeah, he's only got perception, performance, and persuasion. So yeah, it would just be his +1 to Dex.
Okay. Well.
I got an idea. How about I bookmark that? There
dude.
we go. Don't fuck it up.
Okay. 9.
Okay. So he
So he's not screaming, at least.
Yeah, he goes in and is hiding underneath one of the bar tables.
Fair enough.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Fucking.
And then I'm moving over here, and I'm going to cast. What do I want to cast? Give me a second. I didn't think this through. I'm thinking guiding bolt.
Okay.
On. Let's see. I think this guy's within range.
Sure.
Okay.
I think. Let me see.
Because it's guiding bolt's 120 feet.
Oh yeah, you can easily hit him.
Yeah. All right.
That is a hit.
Excellent. All right. For 7, and then now everybody's got advantage on that guy.
Right. He is all sparkly.
And Edward Cullen.
Oops.
And then if I have a casting bonus action, can I cast and then cast for bonus action?
If you have a spell that has a casting time and bonus action, then yes.
Yeah, okay, so then I have a spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I'm going to, and I'll hit the same guy with spiritual weapon.
Okay, go for it.
Spiritual weapon. Ooh, never mind.
Yeah, no, that's a miss. But I will mark him to show that there is a spiritual weapon on him.
Nice.
Just
like a little hammer floating over his head. Like a
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for. But how about just a little?
Spiritual weapon get advantage on him?
Yes, it would.
Oh,
So you get to roll again.
Yay! Thank
Combo
you.
move.
Those are the things I never think of.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a.
Crit.
Yeah, that is double damage.
Haley. YTV, you're the best.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
that was effective. I mean, he's not down, but he is aching quite a bit.
Doesn't look like that rolled a crit damage on it. It looks
It
like
didn't.
28.
So it'd be 22.
Oh, so yeah, better than that. He drops completely.
Good job.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
This bugbear yells up, Bob! And is going to attempt to avenge him.
I'm running into the circle.
Yeah, I mean, he has a -1 to intelligence. I don't think he's smart enough to know what it is that Smokey did. And so he's going to run up to Smokey. So Smokey, you get to roll damage for your spell.
Okay.
I mean, you could riddle this guy, I think.
It's anybody who steps in range, so I think every step he'll get hit with another one.
Okay.
Uh, 10 altogether.
Okay. Hold on. Let me double check this stuff. What's it called? Cordon of arrows?
Yeah. Or maybe it just goes off one.
So he gets a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Is that versus my dex or my...
It would be,
Your spell save.
yeah, it would be your spell save.
I think my spell save is 10 still.
Okay, well, let's see. He gets exactly 10.
Oh, okay.
So he saves and dodges the arrow that flies up out of the ground at him. And he is going to swing his Morning Star at Smokey.
Okey-doke.
But he only gets a 13.
Yep, that misses.
That's what I thought. This
And then
bugbear.
since when he ends his turn there, a piece of ammunition flies up to him.
All right, so okay. Well, we already went through that. So, see this guy.
Okay, I wasn't sure if she got 2 or not.
No, she only gets the 1.
Great.
He can't quite make it. He's going to move here, and he's going to throw a javelin at Zinquinal. Oh, come on, man. 10 is going to miss. I'm quite positive. All right. Oh, maybe it's the position of that I'm rolling in. That's the problem. All right. Because this is fucking ridiculous. Okay. The goblins. This should be fun. So this goblin has disadvantage until the end of his turn? Or the end of your next turn?
Up until the end of his turn.
Okay. This goblin okay. Okay. He is going to make an attack on Smokey with his scimitar and miss with a 12. He gets a 14 to save, so the arrow misses him.
Okay.
This goblin is going to go up and attack Zinquinal with a scimitar. I miss with a 9. He gets hit. He only gets a 5.
Okay. Oh, damage. 3 piercing.
Okay. All right. So that's 3 arrows. Let's see here.
One more. That's it.
Oh, shit. Play that again. Nope, he can't make it, but he can get to there. And he is going to use his short bow on Zen. God damn it. Misses with a 7. This goblin is going to make it to there. He's going to use a short bow on Scaly. Miss with a 12.
Correct.
This is starting to get tedious. His dex save. Fuck! He misses. So he's going to take damage.
5.
Okay. This goblin. We'll go up here. He's going to make a short bow attack on Zinquinal. Nat 20. It's about time.
Yes.
Okay. For 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I mean, that could have been a lot worse.
Yep.
This goblin is going to go over here and make a short bow attack on Smokey at disadvantage. Misses with an 11. this goblin's going to make a short bow attack at disadvantage on Zinquinel. 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. This goblin, I guess, is going to attempt to take cover behind this little cart. Oh, more goblins. These two aren't going to do anything as of yet. Oh, and I missed a bugbear. But he can't really do anything. Ogres. Ogres? We're on a +5 ogre flying dagger. Ogres. So, cordon of arrows, does it only do 4 arrows, or does it... So is it...
I think so.
Is it out? Let me...
I believe it. Where would the arrows come from otherwise? I don't know.
Right, that's kind of my thinking as well.
Yeah, it says 4.
Yeah, so if you bury 4 pieces of...
Yeah, it says
unmanned
spell
situation.
ends when no ammunition remains. So, okay. So, cordon of arrows is done, but that doesn't mean you can't cast it again. This ogre, who is large, is going to throw a javelin at Scaly.
Ooh.
Uh, 25 to hit.
Yep.
For 10 points of piercing damage.
Ouchie.
And this ogre is going to come up here and throw a javelin at Zinquinel. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
For 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
All right. We are back to Scaly.
I will fly up another 50 feet
Okay?
and cast Moonbeam. So I'm up 70 feet now.
Okay.
And I will put Moonbeam. Let me grab it. There we go. Move. Come on. Why isn't it letting me grab my circle?
I can grab it. Where do you want it?
Put it to the south and east of Smoky to get the 2 there next to her.
Oh. Like right.
It's 5-foot radius, so south of the Gobbo and east of the Bugbear.
Like right there?
Yep.
Okay. So they get con saves.
Let's see. Con save, yes, 15.
Okay, so Goblin con save. No, he gets a 2.
He takes 17.
Oof. So that goblin is no longer with us. Him and his 1 hit point. And the bugbear gets a 19. So he will take half.
Yep.
So how much damage was that?
Half of 17, so
So 8.
8.
Okay.
Let me see. Bonus action. Which of you two have taken more damage? I can do healing word as bonus.
I think
I have, but I mean, I can too. I mean, Go for it. I can double dip.
Okay, I'll do healing word on zinc.
Okay.
Oh, good roll. 8 whole points max on that at least.
Nice. Awesome.
So I'm 70 feet up now for any of their ranged stuff.
Okay.
I moved a cast. I bonus. I'm done.
Okay. So, Smokey, you've got a bugbear up in your grill.
Hot bugbear on bugbear action. So
I think
it says I got another attack for my 5th level. I was already dual wielding though, so does that make 3 attacks altogether?
It does. So you get 2 main hand
Okay.
attacks and an offhand attack as a bonus action.
Okay. Alright. Let's start attacking with a short sword. Is this the dude with the hunter's mark on it? It is.
It is.
Okay. Okay. First attack is 11. That probably doesn't hit.
No, that is a miss.
Okay. Second attack is a soft 20.
That hits.
1d8 plus 1
And don't forget, you get to add your hunter's mark damage.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember what that does. 1d6 extra. Okay. So that's 9 points altogether.
Okay.
And then
your bonus attack.
15.
That's a miss.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. So that's okay. That was still fairly impressive.
Take some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little worried about the numbers on this, but I mean, the goblins are mooks, so. And I assume you want Rulix to stay on the roof of the inn?
Yeah.
Okay. Zinquinel, what would you like to do with your goblin friend?
I'm going to. I think I'm going to run right here.
So, are you taking the disengage action?
Oh, I guess I'm within range. No, I was going to run there and then, whatchamacallit, Word of Radiance, everybody, but I will wait on that.
Okay.
Instead, since I am within range, I suppose I will, shoot, I thought I had inflict wounds. Darn it. Sorry, I thought I had this great plan, and now it turns out I don't.
What distance can your spiritual weapon move? Can you bring it over and whack that gobble before you do your thing? Or does it take an action to move your spiritual weapon?
I don't think it's an action to move it, because it's a bonus action to cast. I don't know.
Let me double check.
Okay.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is an awesome spell, and unfortunately, it's rarely used. Let's see here. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat an attack. Up to 20 feet and repeat an attack against a creature within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
So, as your bonus action, yeah, you could move it 20 feet, like, to another goblin, I guess.
Right. Could I move it to, hold on, the ogre?
Yes, you could.
I'm going to start wailing on him because he scares me. And
Yeah.
then I'm going to touch myself and cure wounds.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack with spiritual weapon on the ogre.
Okay.
On the ogre.
17.
That hits.
For 5.
Okay.
And now I'm going to touch myself.
And the ogre yells out, "Ow!"
Yeah, I know it does almost nothing, but I might as well start chipping away.
It's better than 0.
Yep. A profit is not a loss.
That's right.
All right, and I touch myself for 6 points of healing.
All right. I have this image of a Triton singing "When I Touch Myself" as she's looking at the goblin. The goblin is horrified.
Right. She's not charming enough to sound good, so she's singing badly.
Yes.
It really looks terrible. A real drunk karaoke situation.
Yes. Okay, so the first bugbear up here is going to swing his Morning Star on Smokey because...
Well, he starts his turn in Moonbeam, so he has to make his con
Oh, that's
save.
right. He needs to make a con save. 17 to save.
So he takes half.
Yep.
Let me roll. You want me to roll again or use the same
Roll
in the
again.
prior? Okay. Let's get to that. Roll. 1d20. There we go. Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get... Oh, you're casting a higher level. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
12.
so that puts the ogre
That's
down.
a good idea.
Take you from an attack.
That puts the bugbear down, rather.
Nice.
This bugbear is going to run up and swing a Morning Star on Zinquino. 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. $11 points of piercing damage. This bugbear.
Goes wee 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 all the way home.
Yes.
Seriously.
And come up here and huck a javelin at Scaly.
I'm 70 up, so
So he'd be at disadvantage.
yep.
He misses.
Yay,
With a 10.
disadvantage.
Misses with a 10. And that is all the bugbears. Goblins. Well, first, this goblin is going to swing a scimitar on Zenquinel. Oh, Jesus. Not with a 7.
Thank goodness.
This goblin's going to come up here and swing a scimitar on Smokey. 23 to hit.
No.
Oh, burp-a-derp-doo. For a terrifying 4 points of slashing damage.
All right.
This goblin is going to swing on Zinquinel. Misses with a 15.
I'm down to 6. I didn't touch myself effectively enough. Story of my life. It's very unsatisfactory.
This goblin is smart. He's going to use a short bow to shoot at Scaly, which has a minimum range of 80, so he's not at disadvantage. But
let's take the hypotenuse. It might be 80.
he misses with an 11. This goblin can just get to Smokey and is going to swing his scimitar. This is pathetic. He misses with a 7.
All right.
This goblin is going to make it to here and shoot a short bow at disadvantage at Smokey. And misses with a 6. Almost hit one of his friends.
Wow.
Wow, this goblin can actually get into range. He's going to swing his scimitar on Zinquinel. Miss with an 11. God, this is getting stupid.
No, it's okay. I'm fine with this. They can keep missing. Maybe they should run away. That'd be really great.
This goblin's going to shoot his short bow at Scaly. Miss with a 7. Fuck these dice. And this goblin will come over here and he will attempt to shoot at Scaly. Nat 20! I knew it was in there somewhere. 8 points of piercing damage. What a critical. You see him jumping up and down. Me, big goblin. This ogre is going to come up here and try to smash Smokey with a great club. Uh, 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
This ogre is going to come over here and he's going to try to hit Zinquinel. Yeah. And miss with an 8.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's a big
It's it
stick.
every time, because it's not good.
Yep, that's a big stick. All right, we are back to Scaly.
Going to move Moonbeam to hit those 3.
Okay.
All 3 cons save 15 for 3 die 10.
All right. Nope, they only get an 8.
Let's roll that. Come on, where's the damage check? Go away. Different window. There we go. 18 points to each of them.
Oh, shit. All right, well, that's some dead goblins.
Let's see, I'm at 70. I will move up 45 feet more.
Jeez.
But 15, because the range of the spell is 120.
Okay.
Yay, Star Industries satellite laser beam.
Yes. Those goblins got a mooned hand.
Yep. That was action to move the beam and move to increase my altitude, and none of my bonuses can reach from there.
Okay. Smokey, you are now, well, you still have a ogre on you.
I want to use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark to the ogre next to me.
Okay, that is a good idea.
And then I'll start attacking.
Okay.
13.
Is a hit.
Oh, for real? Cool. I'll use up that 100 mark thing. Geez, really? That's 3 points.
A whole 3 points, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on one dice and a 1 on the other one.
So your
Yeah,
next
this is-
attack.
Definitely hits. 4 damage.
Okay. And your
And-
next, and your bonus. Oh, no, you don't get a bonus attack because your bonus action was to move Hunter's Mark.
So it says that I get a second attack for my thing. It's a bonus action, or
Correct. So
Okay.
you get 2. Your extra attack gives you 2 attacks on your attack action. The offhand attack is always a bonus action.
Oh, all right. I've never had one before, so.
Yep. So okay. So I will tell you one of the feats that works really well that I've found for rangers in the past is called Horde Breaker. So basically, with Horde Breaker, if you hit a target, it automatically deals you get to deal damage to a target, an additional target within 5 feet of them.
Oh. That's
So
cool.
yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Zinquinal, what would you like to do? You are kind of you got a horde on you.
I'd like to do Word of Radiance.
Okay.
She's got them just where she wants them.
Yeah, this has been my plan all along.
Yes.
So it's a 14 con save.
Okay, so let's see here. We got an ogre. He needs to do
Just like
con save.
everybody. Everybody has to roll it.
The ogre gets a nat 20.
Well, the ogre can suck a dick.
Does he take half damage from that?
Go take care of that.
So does he take half damage or none?
I think so, yes.
The goblins get a 16.
Those fuckers. That's not the plan.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. The goblins only get a 14.
Okay. The save is a 14 though, so. they
Okay.
can
So
also save.
they take half damage, and the
Big-
bugbear only gets a 7.
Thank God someone's gonna get it. Here we go. You're like 2. Okay, so Bugbear gets 9.
And everybody else gets 4. So.
And then I'm gonna hit the ogre with my spiritual weapon again.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Okay.
I need to kind of separate these guys so that...
Got to zoom out the map real far so I feel like I'm 115 feet in the air.
Right. Well, one of the goblins is not looking good at all. And the ogre... Okay, and then your spiritual weapon attack.
Yeah. Oh, that did not hit. It's an 8. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right now. Yeah, I missed. It was an 8. I missed.
Okay.
Yeah, where's the town guard? I mean, it's just us 3.
You don't even hear any bells ringing yet. Bugbear, the one remaining bugbear, is going to swing his Morning Star on Zinquinel and misses with an 8.
Okay.
The goblins... Okay, I need to kind of clean up here. I'm going to move some bodies. It's starting to get confusing. We'll just pile them all up over here. It's going to be a stinky pile. Let's see here. 3 goblins are going to swing scimitars on Zinquinel.
Gonna die right here. I can take it. I feel like that scene from Endgame where Drax is like, I can take it.
The first one misses with a 7.
Can't they just all have rolled a 7?
Second one misses with a 6.
Or 6, that's even better.
And the last one misses with a 7. God, these goblins suck. This goblin is going to come over here and help out his ogre buddy. And this goblin is going to come over here and help out his ogre buddy. And they will both swing on Smokey. Nat 20. For
No.
9 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
And second attack, 16 to hit.
That misses.
All right. Oh, let's see here. Oh, wait. There is another bugbear.
No.
No.
Oh, well. He's not going to do anything.
He's gonna run away. Can't at least one of them run away?
That goblin is going to shoot his short bow at disadvantage at Scaly. 22 to hit.
It does.
For 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is goblins. Ogres. One ogre is going to swing his great club on Zinquinel. One's going to swing on Smokey. First on Zinquinel. 21 to hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can take it.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down. At least it's thorough, because if it had been like just barely put me down, I'd be pissed. But at 20, I could be at almost full health and it still be down.
So, second ogre swings on Smokey. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
$17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Now.
That's I'm down too.
You're at 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Soon all the townspeople really need to come out and start doing some shit for themselves.
Right? Don't worry, we're going to rally the troops here in just a moment. So, Scaly, you see, running out of the inn, you see Miros take off and go running towards the Abbey.
Good for him.
Out of this room, or out of this longhouse, you see Nasine Drathkala come out. And out of the inn, you see Shelvis Martholio come running out. Hold on just a moment. I need to look and see what their initiative is. Well, she's next best thing to useless. Shelvis. actually did better. And so Shalvis actually gets out before Scaly can act. Let's see here. And he shoots at the ogre. Actually, no, he shoots at the goblin, this one here, that just fired up at Scaly with his hand crossbow. And I'm sure that a 15 hits. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's just a goblin, right? It does hit. For 7 points of damage. This goblin is dead. All right. Scaly, what would you like to do?
What happens if I put the moonbeam onto one of their bodies? Do they take more damage?
Onto one of either Smokey or Zinquinol?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would count as one automatic failure.
Then I will move it over here and get these 3.
Okay, so we got a bugbear and 2 goblins. The 2 goblins get a 2 for their save. The bugbear
11 points.
Gets a 17 for his save.
5 points.
Okay, so this goblin is dead. This goblin is dead.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, what did you say for half damage?
5.
Okay. This bugbear is hurting, but still up.
And Scaly screams out, "I will kill you all," and he stays at his height, but moves over the middle of the pack.
Okay. All right. Smokey, make a death save.
Okay, I failed.
So your first failure. This is no good. Zinquinol, make a death save.
Okay.
Ugh. First failure.
Yeah.
And I will move down 50 feet while I'm
Okay.
doing that. So I'll be at 65 feet.
Okay. This bugbear is going to move over here and is going to take a swing at Nasine. Hold on a second here. Yeah, this kind of turned into a furball pretty quick. Let's see here.
Too many moves.
Yep. Even with low hit points, they can outnumber you. Ooh, he hits. For 15 points of damage. So Nasine is like got a broken jaw. Actually, yeah, it wouldn't matter. Even if she cast shield, it would still hit. So not going to waste that spell slot. This bugbear is going to throw a javelin at disadvantage at Scaly. And miss with a 12.
Yep. Nice.
Let's see here. We have goblins left. This goblin is going to run over here and swing a scimitar on Shalvis. And miss with a 9. And this goblin is going to fire a short bow at Scaly. And miss with an 8. Here we go again.
Yay.
I think that's all the goblins that are left. Nope, there's one more goblin here. He's going to fire a short bow. Oh, wait, no, this goblin would... No, that goblin's still alive. He's going to fire a short bow at Scaly. And also miss with an 8. Motherfucker. All right. Ogres. This ogre is going to come over here and try to smack Shalvis. And he hits with a 16.
Oof.
For 14 points. Okay. This ogre, who no longer has, since you're down, he no longer has a spiritual weapon on him. This ogre is going to throw a javelin at disadvantage at Scaly. And miss with a 8.
Mm-hmm. Yay for verticality.
Let's see. Naseen Drathkala
Shoots a lightning bolt and kills them all.
Be great. Thanks. Noted.
Yeah. She doesn't move. She changes facing and casts lightning bolt. So the ogre fails his save. And the bugbear also fails his save. So, here we go. We get a fistful of D6s. They take 23 points.
Nice.
This bugbear is still up, but smoking. This ogre is injured, but not as badly wounded as you would hope. right. Let's see here. Shelvis is going to hit that goblin first because he's the easiest target. He's going to hit him with his quarterstaff. Nat 20.
Good for Shelvis. Late to the party.
Yes. And this goblin is dead.
That's because I killed him.
Nice. Welcome.
Oh, put him on the board. Heal everybody.
Did you
We're all dying. We're all dead and dying.
Did you get tested for the Rona?
Yeah, I just got back. Luckily, I'm negative, so that's good.
Be sure and sit 5 feet away from the camera.
Right.
Right?
I've got antivirus running, so. Okay. Give me just a minute. We'll wait for Billy to get set up, and I will be right back.
Yeah, I have to go run pick up my Uber Eats in roughly 6 minutes.
Okay.
So everybody's dying?
Yes. Smokey and I have both failed our first 2 death saves. Or our first death save. Each.
I'm going to healing word one of you next turn, but if I did it while you're surrounded, then they could just whack you down again.
Yep. Well, we got one more before the real death, so I think that's fine.
If anybody's a Doctor Who fan, I'm not sure if you remember, but at the beginning of the pandemic, David Tennant and Dr. Donna did a little skit. I linked in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, I'm gonna have to save that. Yeah, totally. I watched. I don't know. Did you see Staged? It's on Hulu. It's David Tennant and Michael Sheen, and they're like trying to prepare for a play, but they're doing it in the pandemic, so it's shot through their webcam. Like, it's pretty funny, and they're like trying to keep the production afloat, despite rehearsing through their webcams and stuff.
I'll have to watch that. They're both awesome.
Yeah, 2 favorites, and you can just tell after Good Omens that they're just like all kinds of best friends.
Yeah. And Donna's one of Amber and my favorites from those series. She's just such a great carefree foil for the Doctor.
Yeah. And one that didn't like moon over him,
Yeah.
which is nice. Okay, I gotta go grab my food.
Good.
I'll be right back. I don't want to die. I was hoping I could make my save before I go. I'm just gonna roll it. Don't die.
Well, Steve can't really help much on the healing, but I have a sales character, and luckily the paladin actually has healing, so.
Nice.
I've only used one spell so far. Thankfully, it's been very successful, but I'll get down altitude and start healing people.
Yeah, she has a wand of greater healing and some other things.
Now you. Okay. So, Scaly, you can now hear the bell from the Abbey is now ringing, calling to arms the town militia. So let's see. I need to put Steve the Devil on the map.
I also have Clitoris's character too.
Okay. Yeah, that'll help. Clitoris.
Yeah, Steve can't heal nobody.
He's too devilly to heal.
The best he can be like, oh, bro, my bad. That's the best he can offer.
So, if I remember correctly, Steve the Devil, you're running Shalvis, is that right? Shalvis Martholio is your NPC?
Let me double check. I believe that sounds about right. That was a lot of messages ago.
Yeah.
I got Miros.
Miros, okay. That's fine. What about Clitoris?
Naxene.
Nassim. Okay, so as the Abbey bell is ringing, you see Miros come running back. So this is Miros. I will remove both of them from that order, and we will add instead Steve the Devil and Clitoris. So Steve the Devil and Clitoris, go ahead and roll initiative so we can see where you fall in the stack.
Yeah, the one that actually needed to roll well did roll well.
Nice.
Well, everybody's about ready to die, so they needed a healer. Steve was not a healer. And you have yeah, they're doing, it felt like two of them fell 2 out of 3 death saves. The kid's like, right?
So then the question is, who do you want to go first, Clitoris or Scaly?
Let them go first. They just got in.
Okay.
Unless they don't want to.
So Clitoris comes running out of the inn. What would Clitoris like to do? You've got Zinquinal is down at 0, and there's an ogre standing right next to her, and a goblin. And then there is Smokey, who is down, that just has a goblin next to her.
How many death saves have each one failed?
1 each.
1 each? Okay, I thought it was 2 each. Well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and revive Smokey first, since Smokey has the best chance. Let me see what my movement is.
Do remember there's a gobbo next to her that if it gets an opportunity might wail on her.
Well, Smokey's in the stack before the goblin, so I'm hoping Smokey can run a little.
Disengage and run away.
Bravely run away.
What's the blue circle?
That was Smokey's cordon of arrows, which is now actually expended. I don't know if she wants to cast it again or.
That's a big
Actually, I'm going to bring in some help for Smokey. I need to remember where he is. There he is. Coming with Miros is Lifferlos, Smokey's awakened tree. And actually, and Scaly's NPC, Ziliang.
Alright, well, let's see. Wand of Greater Healing, what's the distance on that? She doesn't have that written down.
Probably like 120 feet.
Oh, okay, that's more than the 30 that I need. Alright, so we'll do a Greater Healing on Smokey.
All right. You can expend as many charges as you'd like to. Each charge you spend, cast it at a higher level. But if it's greater healing, you may not have to spend too many charges.
She's got it down as one charge for 4d4 plus 2.
Correct. So you could spend 2 charges and do 8d4 plus 4.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that just to make sure it stays on the feet. And 22.
All right.
For 2 turns.
Smokey's up at 22 hit points.
Thank you.
I'm kind of hoping she just, stands up and stabs the goblin. That would be kind of.
That's my plan.
Fuck this goblin.
I could take a goblin. Come on.
Anything with Cletaris's movement or bonus action?
I don't really see much of her bonus, but I will go ahead and step her up to the ogre to draw aggro if possible.
Okay. All right. Scaly, what would you like to do?
I will move the Stark Industries satellite laser over to those two.
Okay. So let's see. That is a Gobbo and a
15.
Bugbear. Goblin fails with a 6.
It takes 19.
Bugbear gets a 15.
So he takes 9.
Okay. Bugbear is hurting, but the goblin burns to a crisp in the pale moonlight.
Then I will move down 10 feet
Okay.
and do Healing Word on Zinc.
Okay.
Five whole points.
Sometimes dead is better.
Then I'll move back up 40 feet.
Okay. All right. So Zinc is up with 5 points.
I mean, I guess that at least resets the death saves.
Right. Exactly. Look at it this way. You can only lose an arm once.
And Cleet's in front of her to help.
Right. So Smokey, Smokey, what would you like to do? You got this goblin who is pointing his short bow up at the sky, trying to shoot at Scaly. So he may not even know that you're alive yet.
Yeah, I should probably murder them. All right, 23.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
5 points.
Okay. He's still up.
13.
That's a miss.
And 24.
That hits.
5 more points.
Okay. And now he is gone to the Goblin Gods, which is,
A member of the Great Red Cross crowd.
yes, the pile. Okay. Zinquino, what would you like to do? Run away.
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna touch myself again.
Wait,
Do you-
is the tree here yet?
Yes. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. Smokey, your tree, Lifferloss, what would you like Lifferloss to do?
Their speed's 20 feet, so let's see if they can make it to anything. We can make it behind that. I'll move them there and have them attack some stuff.
Okay, you want him to attack that ogre?
Yeah, it says Lifferless makes 2 slam attacks.
Yep.
He's kind of a beast.
Plus 6 to hit. So let's see here. 12.
12 hits.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
Okay. 3d6 plus 4. Dang.
Jesus.
That's gonna hurt for-
Yeah,
he
he is quite the animal.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack is 18 hits.
That
And
hits.
that hits as well. Wow, that was a crappy roll. 10 points of damage. Poison.
Okay. This ogre's not looking great.
Alright, that was their turn.
And I forgot about that. So back when Clitoris finished her round, Nasine can do something. Nasine is down to 12 hit points and has a bugbear in front of her. So I don't know if you want her to do something. She has two third level slots left with lightning bolt. Just so you know, Billy.
I'm looking at it right now.
And remember, Scaly's 60 feet up, 80 feet up in the air, so lightning bolt under him won't hurt anything.
Right.
You said there's level 3 slots. How about level 2 slots?
Full.
All right, then that will make it a little easier.
This bugbear is teetering on the edge, and it won't take much to put down the ogre here.
That one's pretty low.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, her first problem is that she's got a bugbear that has been whacking on her. So,
what's the distance on lightning bolt?
I want to say like 140 feet. It's fucking stupid. 120 feet.
Because that's the one that shoots out straight, and that's not the one that comes from the sky, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it's a lightning bolt that is 5 feet wide and like 120 feet long, and it hits everything in that line.
Yeah, 100 long. Yep.
That's what I was trying to see what the length was, because I was going to misty step back and then lightning bolt through the bugbear and the ogre. But I think I'm going to catch the two guys on the backside of the the ogre?
I don't think so.
Because, yeah, I was looking at going...
No, there's 5 feet between them. I mean,
Yeah, because I was looking
they're-
at going like...
the hair on Shalvis is going to stand up, but other than that, he should be fine.
Alright, I will shoot a lightning bolt right between the two of them.
So as your bonus action, you're going to Misty Step.
Yep.
Like, what, back here?
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah, that works.
So, bonus actions are there, and then lightning bolt, the two of them right between the two guys.
Okay, so their deck save. The ogre only gets a 10, so I'm sure that's a failure. And the bugbear only gets a 14.
Looks like
So,
it saves...
he will save with half damage. I don't think that's going to save him, though.
No. Okay, then lightning bolts, what, D10?
8d6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, lightning bolt and fireball, they get right on it. Like, the first second that you can cast that spell, it's like, oh shit, this is a nuclear bomb.
$37, so half of that.
So 37, the ogre is dead.
And 18 on the other guy?
And yeah, this guy is no longer with us. They go into the pile. The peasants just keep coming around with pitchforks, picking up bodies and dumping them in the pile. Okay.
Wow.
So, Zinquina, it is actually your turn. I don't know if you want Orin to come out from hiding. That's up to you. But Zinquina, with your 5 hit points, what would you like to do? I think you're muted. Zinquina, you're muted.
I was just complaining that he is a big weakling with no special anythings because he's only got like a dagger.
Well, I mean, a dagger can help.
Yeah, he's gonna keep hiding. He's just gonna hide. That's gonna be his job. Brave Sir Robin. I'm going to. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to touch myself again.
Okay. Hey, man, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Team. And then I'm going to recast my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going to take care of the guy right in front of me.
The bugbear.
The bugbear, yeah.
All right, go ahead and make your attack with your spiritual weapon. $18 hits. And the bugbear goes down like a cheap hooker. All right. Well, that was useful. Okay, so just double checking. Bugbears are done. Goblins are done. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do? And don't forget, you have access to Miros, I believe. So to tell you about Miros, Miros is probably, I mean, not that Lifferlos isn't weird, but Miros is a human that was a member of the Witchlight Circus and is was part of their freak show. He is a human that is basically the Yeti man. He's covered in, his beard goes all the way to his forehead. He's covered in hair.
That's funny.
His nickname is the Yeti.
What Steve's gonna do is,
I believe he's also an ex-adventurer, so he's got some skill.
Steve is going to use his wings and fly over here. So he's kind of up in the air.
Okay. So we will give Steve the wings after, oops. The wings icon. Okay.
So I should be probably like 15, 20 feet up.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the big guy with an Eldritch Blast with some Agonizing Blast and Grasp of Hadar to pull him. So I'm going to pull him up and over away from everybody.
Okay, so you can do Grasp of Hadar with an Eldritch Blast?
It's one of the innovations.
Okay.
So, like in the old game, how I used to do the push, now I can do the pull.
Right. Okay, so go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast attacks.
Let's see. I only get one at this point. So that's going to be a soft 20 to hit.
That hits. So what's the damage on that?
It's going to be 12, and he's pulled 10 feet up and over.
Okay. So 10 feet up and then 10 feet over?
Yeah.
And then you're dropping him. Or is he
Yeah.
being held in the air? Okay,
And
so...
he pulls him and it's instantaneous, so he's just pulled, and then wherever he is where he is.
roll an additional d6 for falling damage.
4.
So he takes an additional 4 from falling, stubs his toe on the way down.
Ow, my knee.
And then... Oh, so Steve and Clitaris, you get level 5. I believe you might get a second attack. I don't know.
Probably not for me because I'm multi-classed.
So we'll deal with that in just a second. So that's Steve. Steve, what do you want Miros to do?
Well, let's see.
He's all the way over here.
Movement. Yeah. Just. 30 feet. Miros will run over here and hit the big guy with his heavy crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
Who's to attempt you? Ooh, second, yeah. Ew, that's only 11.
That hits.
Oh, nice. Well, 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, the ogre is starting to get a little concerned.
Yep, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I
So
just want to get them away from hurt people.
in the while we're waiting, or while he's doing his stuff, go ahead and level up Steve the Devil and Cletaris to level 5, because I'm sure that the paladin is going to get another attack.
No, because the paladin's multi-classed 1 level in rogue.
Oh, damn it.
I'll let Seal level her character.
Okay, so go ahead and level up Steve. The ogre. And how high up is Steve? 20 feet?
Like 15 feet. Say 15. That sounds like a good number.
Okay, so that keeps him just out of range of the ogre, so the ogre doesn't have to worry about attack of opportunity. The ogre is going to step over and take a swing with his great club on Cletaris. $18 to hit.
That is the AC.
All right. $14 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's mighty hit.
Yes, great club. He's got a stick of ouch. And Cletaris can hit him right back if she'd like.
I think she's gonna do that. Gonna give him the little, like, spit out a little bit of blood, give him the wink, and turn around and hit him with a nice thunderous smite. Sounds good.
Yeah.
At least attempt. Let's see what we got here. What's a weapon? Soft 20 to hit.
So that hits, so she can do weapon damage, divine smite damage, plus thunderous smite damage. And he has to make a strength save or get knocked back 10 feet. And he only gets an 11 on his save, so he's going to get knocked back.
And he's going to take... Out of all my dice. Here's 10, 18, 20, 22 damage.
Eesh. All right. He's still standing. Barely. And so that was her attack and bonus action. Does she want to move at all?
Oh, no, she's good.
Okay, and then let's see. What does she want Nassim to do?
That we are gonna relook at that list real quick.
I mean, shit, Nassim could just cast Magic Missile.
Let's see. But that's no fun. How long do you think are we going to keep playing with these characters?
With the NPCs?
Yeah.
Just to the end of the Battle of Goldenfields, which probably is going to take at least another session to do.
Okay, I don't want to burn all the spell slots then. Yeah, Magic Missile sounds good.
Okay. Roll your damage. So, level 1 Magic Missile is 3 darts at 1d4 plus 1 per dart.
Yeah.
So, 3d4 plus 3.
6, 7, 10 damage.
And that is enough. The ogre goes down.
Yeah, I was saying about Crispin with the lightning bolt, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to burn all the spell slots if we got more fighting to come. What's funny is I wasn't even planning on playing. I just wanted to click on to see how everybody was going.
Yeah, that battle ebbed and flowed and then suddenly took a dive.
Yeah, and then you signed in, we were all dying, and it was like the cavalry arrived.
Yes. So you guys can hear more bells being rung. And Orin comes out of hiding. And the Tressum comes down next to Smokey. Orin comes out of hiding and tells you that he found that the that goblins and ogres have snuck their way in to Goldenfields, and he was asleep in the wheat fields, and the rustling of the wheat fields and underbrush woke him up. And he could see that these ogres and goblins were moving from the south wall. And I will show you where he shows you that things are going on the Goldenfields map. So he was sleeping out in here, and he says that they were coming from the X mark. So I don't know if you want to run to the Abbey or if you want to head out and confront the invaders coming over the wall. What would you guys like to do?
Can the Abbey heal us? Are there clerics there? I know they said they pray.
The Abbey could heal you, yes.
Well, that's what I want.
Okay. Let me double check some. Oh, yep. Okay. So you and all of your NPCs hold on, let me
So on a side note, the COVID test hurts, but when you have a sinus infection, hurts so much more.
Oh yeah.
I scared the shit out of the nurse when I grabbed her wrist.
Yeah, that does not sound pleasant at all.
Like, I can deal with some pain, but she stuck it in there, and I quenched, and she stuck a little further, and I was like, ow, and I grabbed her wrist harder. I was like, ow, that's far enough.
Yeah, you do not need to go further, lady. That's my brain.
Oh, God, that hurts so bad.
So, you guys make it to the Abbey, and this Abbey is it's the Harvest Home Abbey. They have two pet black bears that roam the halls, named Darlow and Tilby. And the abbot of the Goldenfields Abbey is a human priest named Alardan Duravik. He will, let's see, he is a priest. I'm sure that priests have some kind of healing. Let's see here. Yeah, so he and his priest, will cast Cure Wounds on all of you until you are full on hit points. And the Abbey, since you are aiding in the protection of Goldenfields, the Abbey all provide you with potions of healing. Each of you gets one potion of healing.
Oh, cool. Do the bears want to help protect the place, or not really?
The bears are going to help protect the Abbey itself. They're staying inside to guard the abbot and the priests.
I'm going to express admiration for their living tree. That thing's cool.
Liferloss bows and goes, "Oh, thank you, small bugbear."
I'll hug him and tell him I'll never let anyone light him on fire.
I shall call you Lamp.
All right, should we go right back into battle bravely?
So, as you are getting well, and if you'll note, down at the south are wheat fields. I apologize for these maps. They're almost funny to look at compared to what I'm used to using. I was like, what the fuck? But you know, they are what they are. They function, I guess.
I don't think it's that bad. I really don't.
Really? Man.
No, it gives you a sense of where things are. That's all you really need.
Right. True. More bugbears, ogres, and goblins. Oh my. So, hold on. I need to redo you guys because that is the way of Roll20. Hold on here. Oops. I don't know what that means. There we go. All right, you guys go ahead and roll initiative. Wow, Zenquinol's out for blood with a 21. Okay. Smokey and Clitoris, which one of them wants to go first?
Either or.
Why don't we leave it where it's at? All right, so Zinquinol, you guys see these goblinoids coming through the wheat fields. Of course, ogres are giant kin. What would Zinquinol like to do?
I would like to. What would I like to do? I'm going to be a big weenie and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm real over the whole dying thing twice.
Right.
So I'm gonna up my armor class.
Okay. So you will get the little armor icon to show Shield of Faith. And did you want to move anywhere?
No. And I'm fine where I am. And then I want Oren to, can I pick him up? Yeah. I still want him to hide. I just want him to get out of the way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth for Oren.
To keep him alive.
I mean, I got a light crossbow he can borrow for a little while. I don't use it.
I may take you up on
He's
that.
drunk.
But he's like wasted and so squishy and small.
What'd you get for orange stealth?
Oh, I'm not gonna do it because I got.
I think he's got a +1 to Dex.
Yeah, I'm dumb and I don't even have a D20 out right now. So, 13.
Okay, well that's better than he had last time.
It is.
Okay.
Last time he like closed his eyes and said he was hiding.
Yeah, covered his face. You can't see me. He's hiding in the bushes.
Oh, blankie.
Bugbears. "30 feet, and he's going to throw a javelin at Scaly. "22 to hit. I'm sure. Does that hit Scaly? I'm pretty sure it does.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, it's a hit.
I don't know what. Ooh, okay. For 12 points of piercing damage.
So,
And this bugbear is going to come up here and throw a javelin at Zinquinel. Another 22 to hit. For 11 points of piercing damage. And this bugbear is going to take cover, and this bugbear is going to attempt to take cover, and that's what they do. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do? Fireball. Fireball.
I wish. I should hit a fair chunk of them. Somewhere around this vicinity to hit the most, probably going to be right about there.
Right in the center of these goblins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, yeah, somewhere right around there. I'm going to cast Shatter. But first, I think I got to use my last speed.
Shatter. Ugh. Yeah, Shatter's
a... close enough I can cast Shatter from here.
Yeah, you should be.
But I will go ahead and kind of fly away from the group a little bit, so I'm up in the air, but over here.
Okay. So, what kind of save do they get on Shatter? Is that con?
Make a Constitution save.
Okay.
For
no, they get a 7. They are going to eat all kinds of shit, is what's going to happen.
8. So where's my D8s? 15 damage.
Oof. Okay, so these guys. Let's see. Just in case. Goblins are at 10. Those guys are all dead.
Yay. Thin them out.
Yeah, that got rid of quite a few of the mooks. Anything with a... Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Smokey, what did you want Lifferloss to do?
It's not my turn yet.
No, but I forgot Lifferloss on your turn, so... Oh, wait, you're at 5. I'm sorry. Zinquinal, what did you... Oh, you moved Orin. No, we're right. Okay, so Steve the Devil, what would you like Miros to do? Miros is up here.
Let's see. That'll be a good spot. Nice and open. We'll run over this way. About there. And heavy crossbow, shoot that guy.
Okay, go for it.
That's +5. That's going to be a 24.
That hits.
Oh, max damage of 10.
Okay. Ouch. He's not down, but that hurts. Okay.
He definitely ain't happy.
All right. So, Scaly, what would you like to do?
Let me get some distances figured here. Yeah. Yeah, I will fly 50-ish feet and up.
Okay.
So, this direction. And cast my ever so successful Stark Industries satellite laser beam at third level on these guys. Let me get my circle ready since it'll be around a little bit.
Okay. So let's see. Goblin needs to make a save, and an ogre needs to make a save.
Yes, so.
You got orbital lasers.
Goblin fails with a 5, and ogre gets an 18.
The 18 saves for half, so 19 on the fail and 9 on the success.
Okay, so this gobbo is dead. You can get moved to a pile. And I'm sorry, how much for the success?
9.
Okay. So he is at 50. All right. Scaly, let's see. You were controlling Zi Liang. What would you like her to do?
I want her to help protect the Abbey and bounce in and out to make strikes only to protect herself.
Okay. All right. Goblins. This goblin is going to move here and make a short bow attack on Steve the Devil. 19 to hit. Steve, does 19 hit you?
Damn you. Yes, 19 hits. He's a softie.
For 8 points of piercing damage.
He
And
feels that one.
let's see here. This goblin's going to come over here, and he's going to shoot at Scaly, but misses with a 7.
Yay.
And this goblin, yeah, he's going to do the same thing. 23 to hit
Okay.
for 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Ogres. This ogre, so he starts his turn in the... Isn't it if he ends his turn in the
No, if
movie?
he starts there, he takes the damage.
Okay, so 17 to save, so he's going to take
So
half.
he takes 8. Yeah, so
Okay.
he takes 8.
Okay. Okay, he is going to move here. He's going to throw a javelin at disadvantage at Scaly. Soft 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. For 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And this ogre is going to move here and throw a javelin at Clitaris. Let me double check something here. Oh, good. Okay. Soft 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. For 6 points of piercing damage. That could have been better, but he rolled 2 ones.
She smirks and wipes the dirt off her shoulders.
Yeah. Clitaris, what would you like to do?
Which one just hit her?
This ogre right here.
Oh, I didn't. She's gonna scroll up to him, smack him with her longsword.
All right.
Let me see how many spells she has left. Okay, she should have one more. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you're not making this easy. 10.
Okay. Did she want to throw a divine smite on that?
No, she only has one spell slot left. I'm gonna kind of hold on to that for emergencies.
Okay. Anything with bonus action?
No. Then for her person,
Yeah, for Nasine, what would you like her to do?
let's see. Let's step forward. Let's see what spell she's got again. Let's do a firebolt
Okay.
at the big.
All right. At the ogre?
Or just a little bit more over, cleaner shot.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll firebolt the ogre.
Okay.
Um, 14.
That hits.
That's a D6, all right?
That's a good question. Firebolt.
What is it? Here, look up. Yeah, I need to look up spells.
Let's see here. It is 1d10.
Oh shit, D10. That'll work. 8 damage.
Okay. All right. So.
And that should be Clitoris's turn.
Okay. And last but not least, Smokey. What would you like to do?
I'll have Smokey run up next to this guy and hit him. Let's put the hunter's mark on him. Alright. 11 to hit. Probably doesn't hit. Does 11 hit?
It does hit. Sorry.
Oh, really? Okay. Alright, let's see. That's 6 damage for that. I get one more attack.
So,
And-
well, you get a bonus. So, for your bonus action, did you want to put Hunter's Mark on him?
Yes.
Okay. So, in addition to whatever damage, don't forget to roll your damage for Hunter's Mark.
I did. I rolled
Okay.
a d8 last time.
Okay.
And then, since I'm dual wielding, I think I get.
So, you get a second main attack. So, how much damage did you do with the first one?
6.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 with each die.
Okay. And don't forget to add your strength modifier or your dex modifier. What kind of weapon are you using?
I am using a short sword.
So short sword is a finesse weapon, so you can add your dex modifier to the damage.
Let's see. So that's 9.
Okay.
10. So that's better.
And then your second attack.
I rolled, let's see, 9. So I very much doubt that.
So
hits.
So a 9 is a miss. All right.
And let's see.
What do you want Lifferlust to do?
Well, first I'm going to order my Tressum to get lost and get stuck up inside Lifferlust's branches.
Okay.
And then I'll have him come down and do some slam attacks.
Okay. Go for it.
First one is 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 16 damage.
Ouch. Okay. Second attack.
19 to hit.
That hits.
For 14 damage.
Okay. So this ogre is severely messed up and teetering on the edge. But we will pick up this game next week with the same initiative starting at the top of the round with Zinquinel. We will pick this up next week at 12 on Saturday for the continuation of Storm King's Thunder.
Alright, I'll see you next week.
Excellent.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. Billy, hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Later.